All right. Want to welcome everybody to another episode of Levi's Youth Sports Talk. First, I want to start off thanking my sponsors, Justin Womack, for the chain and Steve Aguado for the banner that you see behind me. I'm the host, Levi, who this podcast is absolutely not about. Now, let's welcome 2029 shortstop pitcher, Haley Schmidt. Schmidt. I said that right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm good. I like messing up names. That's like my thing. So I try my best.
Yeah.
Haley Smith of Hustle National 2028 Smith, and she's also a freshman at Katy High School, where she made the varsity team as a freshman. So welcome Haley to the show.
Thank you.
All right, Haley. So start off. At what age did you start playing softball, and who got you into it?
Well, actually, I never really wanted to play softball because my brother played baseball and I just always wanted to be different from him. I did like every sport except softball, but then I eventually started when I was 10 because my friends got me into it. And yeah, just been playing ever since.
Okay, so you got into it at 10, and you never looked back.
Mhm.
So, so what other sports did you play growing up, and what made you stick to softball?
I did like every sport, honestly. I did soccer, basketball, volleyball, track, cross country. I even did wrestling and dance and gymnastics. And I just really like softball. I think I really like the challenge of it and how there was so many different positions to master. And yeah, I just really fell in love with the game.
Okay, so when do you still play any of the other sports, or you just cut them all out?
I did in middle school, but I cut them off whenever I started high school.
Okay, okay. How's it strictly softball? Got to
Yes.
got to get your mind straight to it, huh? Okay. So when you first, at what age did you start like pitching? What age did you start pitching?
I think I started pitching whenever I first started playing because I kind of I wanted to try everything in the game. So yeah.
Okay, because I know your dad, he was a pitcher, right?
He was mainly first base and outfield, but he did pitch sometimes.
Okay, okay.
Mhm.
And when you first became a pitcher, did you understand like what you was getting yourself into? Like, did you understand the amount of work that you had to put in to get to that elite level?
No, I had no idea. I kind of just wanted to try everything. I even tried catching at one point, but yeah, I just fell in love with like everything about pitching and just yeah.
Okay, what made you want to think about catching?
I don't know. I wanted to try every position, just see what I like best, and I really stuck to pitching the most.
Okay, yeah, because catching all them squats up and down, man,
Yeah.
that's some way different, right?
hmm
hmm What is a hobby that you have outside of sports?
Well, whenever I'm not busy with softball, I like going to the gym with my friends and also going to church in small groups because I'm really big on my faith. And we also have a Bible study every Sunday with our high school team. But yeah, that's what I mostly do.
Okay, okay. How do you balance sports and with your schoolwork? You know, you're in pre AP and GT classes, so it can't be that easy. And then you have a 4.29 GPA. All right. So how do you balance sports with your schoolwork? Because you got to make sure you keep your grades up and all that.
Well, it's definitely not easy, but my parents have always been strict about academics. And because if I don't play softball. And so I really just, as soon as I get home from practice, I always get my homework done, get everything I need to do before I can do anything else. And also just utilizing all the time that I get like during school, like off time to finish all my homework and just, yeah, I'm big on time management and prioritizing.
Okay, so have you ever like going to tournaments? Like, I mean, you don't really travel much now. You know, most of the tournaments now are here in Houston. But like
Mhm.
when you at the younger age, when you used to travel to tournaments, have you ever found yourself like doing homework in the car rides?
Yes, I always do homework in the car rides and in plane rides and everything.
Okay, it ain't the plane rides and that. I don't know about the planes. I want to stay on the ground.
Yeah.
What's one thing that you're working on in your game to make you a better player? And that's in pitching and then like playing shortstop on the defensive side.
I think a really big thing that I'm working on is definitely the mental side because the game just is revolves around failure and it's really easy to get down on yourself. But I think it's really important to have a positive mindset and just to move on to the next thing when things go wrong. And also, I'm really working on my strength because that's something you can always get better at and everyone can just benefit from. But yeah.
Okay, yeah, I've talked to a few girls that was like, in the college, and that was one thing that they said, like lift weights. That I know
Mhm.
it's crazy because like growing up, like parents probably said you can't lift weights at a younger age, and all that good stuff. But
Mhm.
when you get to college and you get there, and all them girls pumping the weights and stuff, and you
Yeah.
trying to get it, and it's like, oh crap, like what is this? So
Yeah.
yeah, that's good to always try to get stronger.
Mhm.
If you could choose one professional or college player to pitch to, who would you choose?
I think I would pitch against Skylar Wallace because she's a former Gator and I'm definitely a big Gator fan. But also, she's just overall a really great hitter, and I think that would be really cool to pitch against her just to see where I'm at. And I also follow her on Instagram and watch all her workout videos and everything. So I think that would be really cool.
Okay, you didn't pick somebody down. I mean, college girls and nobody is down because
Yeah.
they made it to that level. But
Mhm.
you picked a really good one there.
Yes,
Go big or go home, right? Hey, let's
you're right.
let's pick one of the best and see what I can do.
Mhm.
What was your experience like at the USA high performance national selection event?
I think it was a really great experience because I mean, like, not only do you get to play with girls from all over the country and meet new people, but you also just learn so much. Like, I remember in the opening ceremony, Brie Ellis gave us a really, really good speech about like the mental side of the game and how like it doesn't just affect girls like our age, but also the people at like the highest level in the game, how they still go through stuff and it's really hard for them. And also, I got to talk to Sis Bates a lot because she was one of our coaches, and we had some really good conversations. And I just think it's really cool how you get to meet all these people, and I just think it's a really great experience.
I always like to think like the college girls, the girls that have been through college. I think like sometimes I don't think they realize, how like they're actually like really famous to a lot of the young softball players, and I don't think they really like think that they are when like a lot of these girls like really think of them because when they was coming up, softball wasn't as big as it is now.
Yeah, but
Mhm.
it was really cool getting to talk to them, just meet them in person. Yeah.
And just pick their brain, ask them all kind of
Mhm.
ask them, like if you ask them any kind of questions, like what were some of the questions that you asked them?
I think I asked a lot about the recruiting process and just like how it was like being at the top of their game and having all these girls looking up to them, but also just like any advice they would give. And yeah, I just thought it was really cool talking to them.
Oh, I
Mhm.
bet. So at the USA High Performance National Selection event, you
Mhm.
had the highest number of strikeouts with 18 strikeouts. What
Mhm.
was that feeling like once you got the news or once you found out that you had the most strikeouts?
It was really cool, especially being like the youngest one in that age group
Mhm.
and facing like some really good competitors that are high commits and stuff. I thought it was really cool, and it really showed how like all my hard work paid off.
Yep, that's
Mhm.
right. What is it like to pitch a perfect game like you did at the Impact Gold Fall Exposure?
Well, honestly, I didn't even like realize I was throwing a perfect game during the game until after, but it was really cool, and I didn't realize until my dad told me after, which I don't think he realized until after the game either. But it was really cool. I think it just again showed all my hard work paying off, and yeah.
I got some. Let me see what I got. Some more stats here for you before we move on. So in the 2025 Alliance Fast Pitch National on the leaderboard, the top 100 list, you was number 7 in RBIs, number 11 in hits, number 12 in runs.
Mhm.
That's big time. In the top 100, right? Like
Mhm.
that's big time. You was number 5 on the 2025 Alliance Fast Pitch National Pitching Board.
Mhm.
Some more big time stuff.
Yes.
Because like they're saying big time, right? Because like you said, like you're one of the younger ones in the age group. So
Mhm.
it's good to to see that.
Mhm.
I'm a 35 on the 2025 Alliance Fast Pitch leaderboard. Like when you see those, hear those things, like what is it like? What was that feeling like for you?
I think it was definitely a really good feeling, especially for hitting because I definitely wasn't always a good hitter, but I worked really hard, and I just think but it also gives me like I can see that there's always someone working better. I mean, working harder, and there's always something to strive for, like to get ranked higher next time or just do better. But yeah, it was really cool.
Okay, okay. If you could call yourself a leader, what type of leader would you call yourself?
I think in travel ball, I'm definitely a very vocal leader and just keeping my teammates up and like keeping a positive mindset with our team. But also, I think I can be a good leader by example. Just like whenever things don't go wrong with me, I always have to keep a positive mindset for my team because it's not about me, it's about all the girls that I'm next to. And so, yeah.
Okay, let's say you have like a teammate that's like struggling at whatever hitting, fielding. What's some advice that you would give to them?
I think I would tell him just to look forward because it's in the past. Like, there's nothing you can do about it now, and you can only get better. And I think just keeping a positive mindset, because if you have a negative mindset, more negative outcomes will happen. And yeah, I just help pick him up and tell him it's okay and just do better next time. And
Okay, yeah, because this game here is like you said, it's all about failure.
mhm,
Gotta just keep going. Right?
yeah,
You make a mistake, on to the next pitch.
mhm,
Because you make a mistake, the game ain't gonna stop. Right? It's gonna keep on
mhm,
going. Pitcher gonna pitch the next pitch, so you gotta forget about that mistake and keep on rolling.
mhm,
Mhm. What's a goal that you have set for yourself for this coming season? Whether it's, I mean, I know now you're in high school, but
mhm.
also once travel ball start again back for you.
I think for high school, just to make a good impact on the team, because I know they have a really good like they're just really good and I want to have a good impact, especially being a freshman varsity and also just to learn so much from them, especially the upperclassmen.
Hmm.
And for travel bowl, just always working harder, getting better, and just getting stronger and working towards my future goals of playing college ball and getting recruited.
Okay, okay. You ready for the whole recruiting process and all of that stuff?
Yes.
Like I hear it, I mean, it could be tough, it could be easy. Hopefully you can have a smooth recruiting process once you get started and all that.
Yeah, I hope so.
So by line drive, you was ranked number 33rd overall in the nation and the number 24 pitcher
Mhm.
and number 16 overall in the Southwest region. So what was that like for you once you got those, what you heard about those rankings from line drive?
I think it was definitely very cool to hear that. Just to be ranked against all my peers and stuff, especially being in the younger part of the age group. But not only that, I think it again also gives me something to strive for, just to do better next year and just know that there's always someone working harder and that I can always do something to get better. But yeah, it was really cool.
Hmm. How do you handle pressure situations? While you pitching is a tough
Mhm.
game, fans screaming and yelling, and the dugout on the other side, they doing their chants trying to get into your head. How do you block out that noise and just handle those situations like you're supposed to?
Well, honestly, I don't think I'm a good person to ask this to because I honestly like pressure situations. I feel like it's just really exciting and it's one of my favorite parts of the game. And I just think I feel very confident, especially when the lights are bright and I have like my team on my back. And yeah, I just think it's definitely one of the more exciting parts of the game. But yeah.
Okay, so when there's pressure, you telling them, "Come on with it."
Yeah.
I want that. That's what I want, right?
Mhm.
You don't
Yeah.
want to see the where it's like, okay, well, they're winning or we're winning, however it is. You like, in other words, you like the tight ball game. So when it's pressure,
Yes.
you go, okay, no, yeah. I mean, I couldn't play. I quit playing. I played baseball when I was younger, and by 7, I was like, yeah, this is. I like more action. So I was a
Mhm.
basketball. I played basketball my whole life, but then the thinking, right? Well, they got a person running over here and running to this base. Which one do I throw it to? Hey, I
Yeah.
might throw it to the dugout or something.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a good way to throw it, but sometimes you got to do that.
Mhm.
With your dad as the coach, do you feel like you have to be perfect, play perfect, or do you feel like you have more pressure than anybody else on the team?
Honestly, I think that's something that me and my dad do really good at like separating that he's my coach on the field and he's my dad off the field.
Okay.
But honestly, I think he does a really good job at like treating us all equally and he loves all of us equally and he wants us all to just develop as a player. And I feel like I don't have that kind of pressure to be perfect just because he's my dad. But yeah, I think he's a really great coach, like just for that reason and other reasons too. But yeah.
Okay, that's good, right? That's good because
Mhm.
I know other kids that they feel that pressure, right? Because I mean, y'all don't really know, but it's always talks like this person doing this because it's his daughter, and stuff like that. So now it's good that you play and you're not under any kind of pressure like that, and got to feel like you have to do anything different from the next player.
Mhm.
What is your favorite pitch to throw and your least favorite pitch?
I think my favorite pitch is definitely either my rise ball or my changeup. Because my rise ball, it's very accurate. I can throw it any count. I'm very good at locating it. But my knuckle change is definitely I love throwing it to batters and just seeing them strike out on it. I think it's really fun to throw.
What?
But my my least favorite pitch is probably my draw ball because I just recently started working on it, and I'm a rise ball pitcher. It's what I'm good at, and so yeah.
Okay, so you said a knuckle change.
Yes.
Whoa! So, all right, you know what? That's the first time I heard that one. So, man, learning that pitch, was it hard for you to learn that pitch, or how was it?
It was definitely hard, but it's definitely one of my best pitches now, so I'm very
If
grateful that I learned it.
if you could show how do you hold the ball to throw a knuckle change, like
So I hold it like 3 of my knuckles are on it, and then I grip the seams and I like push it like when I like yeah.
and it's just floating through the air, or do it have any
Mhm.
type of spin? No, because I know knuckle it really don't spin like that.
Yeah, they're not supposed to spin.
Oh wow! Good luck to the batters when they got because I like how you said I like to see them strike out. So when
Yeah.
it's time to get a strike, it that seems like that's the pitch you go to, right?
Mhm.
So like a pitcher, right? Have you ever had to like if your coach called a pitch? Have you ever like called off the pitch and it's like no, I don't want this pitch?
Yes, but I think it depends on the situation, definitely, and like what I'm feeling that game.
Hmm.
But yeah, I have had to shake pitches off before.
Okay, okay. How much help has your dad been through your softball journey?
He's been a huge help. I mean, he's honestly like the reason I know like all I do. He's taught me everything I know, and he's just a really amazing coach. And I don't think I would be here without him. So yeah, he's been a really huge help.
Okay, I mean he done been through the whole recruiting process too, so I'm sure he
Mhm.
can help you through that part too.
Yes.
But for you, how was it making varsity your freshman year? Right, Katie is known as the place for sports. Right, is now
Mhm.
do they have any bad teams at Katy High School in sports? Right, they're
Mhm.
all really good teams. All the time you hear them about playoffs and state and all this. So for you, how was it making varsity as a freshman?
It was definitely an honor, and I can't wait for the season. But I think it's definitely an honor to be a part of this program, and they have such a good work ethic, and they have such good girls and such good players. So yeah, I'm really honored, and I'm super excited for the season.
Okay, because I know you got some girls on that that's pretty talented, right?
Yeah.
You got I know you got one D1 commit, but I'm pretty sure you probably got a couple more, right?
Yes.
Yeah, she said, yeah. What what's a typical pitching lesson like for you? After a weekend, do you go in that Monday or Tuesday, whenever you go to pitching lesson, do you go in and focus on things that you didn't do good over the weekend, or you just go in and have a regular pitching lesson, no matter how the weekend went?
I usually pick like a pitch that wasn't working for me well that weekend, and I really work on a bunch of drills and just figure out what was going on. And then after I do a bunch of drills and all that stuff, we throw to batters and be able to like transition from pitch to pitch, and then conditioning, my favorite part. But
What type of conditioning is it? Like pitching drills condition, or do you actually like run?
it kind of depends. Usually at my pitching lessons outside of high school, we do like pitch sprints and like timed. It's like yeah, yeah. I don't know how to explain it, but like pitch sprints and workouts and stuff. And then for high school, we usually run like miles or something.
Oh wow, that's why Katie's so good. They got pitchers running miles. Come on, man. No, yeah, that's different. You say running miles and stuff like, Coach, come on, Coach. I'm just trying to throw some strikes here.
Yeah.
How do you bounce back after giving up a big hit or a big inning?
Well, I know it's kind of cliche, but I kind of just tell myself to shake it off because it's gonna happen, and if it hasn't happened, it's going to happen. It's gonna happen so many times after that. So I think I like to tell myself to don't focus on the outcome, but focus on why it happened. So like don't focus on them just like hitting a bomb or something, maybe scoring a bunch of runs, but focusing on like why, like what went wrong, like why they hit it, like if I've missed my spot or something. But I think the biggest thing is just focus on the next pitch because it's in the past and you can't do anything about it now. So yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's the perfect way to get over it. Hey, you hit this or that. Y'all scored 2, 3 runs this inning. We're gonna see what's going on this next inning, right? I'm
Mhm.
coming back out with it on mine.
Yes.
What's your favorite moment you've had in the circle in your softball career?
I think definitely one of my favorite moments was in the full exposure, I think. But it was a 10 inning game against Impact Gold Torres, and I pitched 8 of the 10 innings. And in the eighth inning, it was bases loaded and no outs, and the other team needed 1 run to score, and I struck out 3 straight batters. And our sister team, Coach Tim's 2011 team, was in the dugout, and everyone just went crazy, and it's really cool.
Yeah, I bet. I know, dang. I could just imagine. I wish I was there because I'm pretty sure the fans, your parents and stuff, I bet they went crazy too.
Yeah.
No, that had to be just a great feeling for you.
Mhm.
Like you said, you like the pressure situation. That's a perfect example of a pressure situation right there.
Yes.
Strike out three. Man, I need it. If I play, I gotta be on your team, man. Okay, if you, oh no, what's your go-to hype song or thing you do to get locked in before a game?
My dad actually has this app. It's like I think it's called like Mixcloud or something, where like artists put a bunch of random like hype songs together, and we usually listen to that on the way to games. Or like for high school during home games, me and my friend Addison usually ride together and we listen to worship songs.
Okay, that's a good way to get into it. Straight
Mhm.
positivity, one in the worship song, right? Nothing
Yeah.
negative going on in them songs. I can tell you that much. If you could steal one skill from any college or pro pitcher, what would it be, and who would you steal it from?
I think I would steal Jordy Bowles, like the way she just tunnels pitches and like you never know which pitch she's coming like by her motion. I think that's definitely something I could work on, but if I could steal it, I definitely would because I think she just does a really good job of it, and it's a really important aspect when you're facing such good hitters in the game. But yeah, I think that's definitely something I would steal.
Hmm. No, the first time I saw Jordy ball pitch, she scared me, and I'm watching on TV. Like after a pitch, when she walk around the circle, it's
Mm-hmm.
like, bro, like y'all
Yeah,
know y'all not finna hit this, right? Just
yeah, her presence. Yeah.
yeah, her presence. She got all the presence in the world. She don't
Mm-hmm.
worry about nothing, right? She get the ball, she walk around the circle, she got her bounce going. I'm like, man, you know
Yeah.
what, coach? I'm gonna take this game off. I'm gonna go ahead and watch it from the dugout.
Yeah.
What's one thing that you would like to tell your parents and coaches?
I think I would just say thank you and that I'm so grateful that for them because for all their sacrifices and just all the things they've taught me, like whether it's like driving me to tournaments or buying me food after games or paying for flights to go to camps and stuff. Because I know not a lot of girls get that opportunity, and I'm so grateful for it. And I would just say thank you for everything that they've done for me.
Okay, and like you said, the camps. How is it for you when you go to those camps? What's some things like you take away from the camps and then put in your game or your workout schedule or anything like that?
I really take away a lot of like I remember at Arkansas they taught me there's a lot of things I took away from hitting, like especially like preparing for different kinds of pitchers.
Mhm.
And yeah, there's a lot of take I take away. But when I go to camps, I think it's just to focus on like what colleges I want to go to and just like getting to know the college and their culture and their coaches. But yeah, there's a lot of things I definitely take away from camps and all that stuff.
Okay, okay. What advice would you give a young athlete that wants to be a softball player?
I think I would tell them to focus on their path and not anyone else's. Cause like for example, like I'm not 6 foot and throwing 70, but I think I definitely have other strengths that make me just as good as someone like that. And I think just to focus on like your path and where you're going because like it's really easy, especially when you're younger, to compare yourself to other athletes. But like even though they're like maybe they're a lot better than you now, like you could be so much better than them in the future. But yeah, I just think definitely don't compare yourself to others. And also that there's always someone out there working harder than you because I think it just motivates you to work harder and get better every day.
Mhm. Okay, so I have like a little either or game. You get just pick whichever one that you like. All right. So the first one is turf or dirt.
I think turf, definitely.
Everybody like turf. They don't
Yes.
like the crazy bounces on the dirt, right?
Yeah. Especially playing shortstop. I hate dirt.
I bet. Would you
Yeah.
rather a new bat or a new glove?
Definitely a new bat because a glove takes a lot of time to break in.
Hmm, you're right. You're right about that one. Early morning games or night games?
Honestly, I don't know because I really do like early morning games because I just feel like they have a different feel, but also night games because you don't have to wake up as early. But yeah, I don't know.
All right, hey, that's a good point. You got some good points on that one, right? That's
Mm.
a really good point. Don't worry, you don't have to wake up early. And then early morning, it's like, don't get these games out the way. Have the rest of the day to chill. Would you rather play in the cold or the heat?
Definitely the heat. I don't like the cold, but I do like pitching in the cold because it sucks to hit in the cold.
Mhm.
So
Okay, okay. Messy hair or perfect hair?
perfect hair. Yeah.
I don't think not one person that would pick messy hair. I can tell you that much.
Yeah.
So, as a pitcher, would you want to see a batter strikeout or ground out
Strikeout.
with that knuckle change, right?
Yes.
Would you? You've already pitched a perfect game, but would you rather pitch a perfect game, or would you rather pitch in a comeback win?
Oh, what?
A comeback win, like you losing, you pitching, and y'all come back to win.
I think definitely a comeback win because like the pressure and there's it's just so much more exciting because
Okay. A loud mad coach or a quiet mad coach?
a loud mad coach so that we can just hear their opinion. I'd rather hear their opinion than not know what's going through their mind and not know what I need to fix.
Okay, that's a good point. Good point.
Mhm.
Would you rather see your coach dancing or your teammates dancing?
I think my coach dancing.
Oh wow.
So I feel like my teammates already do dance.
Okay, got you. All right, my coach might as well get his boogie on then.
Yeah. Something good is definitely going on if they're dancing.
Right? And it got to be good, right?
Mhm.
Hmm. So we got a loud dugout or a quiet dugout.
Definitely a loud dugout.
Hmm. Sliding head first or sliding feet first.
I think feet first because I feel like it's so much easier to get hurt sliding head first.
Hmm.
So,
Okay. Extra practice or a team bonding party.
that's really hard. I think extra practice because we can still have team bonding during practice.
I tried to get you on that one, but that didn't work. You rather silly teammates or serious teammates?
I think silly teammates that can lock in.
Mm, okay. Dang, you good. No. Hotel breakfast or fast food breakfast?
Fast food breakfast.
Okay. Sound like some Starbucks, huh?
Starbucks or Chick-fil-A.
Oh, okay. Okay. Loud crowd or quiet crowd?
Loud crowd.
Okay.
Definitely.
Well, I know this one because you rise ball or drop ball.
Rise ball. Yeah.
So, do you work more on your speed or your spin?
Definitely spin because I just feel like spin is a lot more important than your speed.
Okay. Now this one, hopefully you don't get in trouble with this one right here. But better athletes, you or your parents?
That's hard. My dad was a really good athlete, but I think
Right.
I'm a good athlete too.
Okay. Hey, you got to say me.
Yeah.
So my final question I have is, which friend or teammate would you like to see on the podcast?
I think Addison Fail, she's also a freshman on varsity at Katie. She's one of my close friends. I think she'd enjoy to be on this.
Okay, okay. Well, you got to mention it to her, let her know, and maybe the parents can send me a message, or your parents can send me their info, and I can get in contact with them so we can get that one set up and done.
Okay.
All right, Haley. I appreciate you, giving me your time and wanting to be on the podcast.
Mhm.
I hopefully it's something that you will come back and do again. I hope you finish
Mhm.
your football career injury free, and hopefully I can see you at a tournament or something in the future.
Thank you so much.
All right, have a good night.
You too.
All right.
Bye.